not rely on others is the only statement that one of my teachers in high school would always say it to us before, during, and after the class sessions. That statement is still alive in my heart. Where I am now at the college level, I could still remember there was a time that my teacher asked us to certain questions on a multiple choice statement is still alive in my heart. Where I am now at the college level, I could still remember there was a time that he asked the students to answer certain questions. It's a multiple choice questionnaire. Then every one of us answered the following questions he has given. When he got our papers and checked, his face started irritated and disappointed with the attitude that was shown to us by the answers. Because he found out that most of us same answers, the same numbers, and the same numbers are correct, and then the same numbers are wrong. Of course, the same scores they would get. So, Hussein teacher would not be angry with that attitude of the student. So, if you were that student, or if you were that teacher at that time, would you react to the same thing as what my teacher did? It's up to you of what kind of teacher you are. It's up to you what kind of teacher you are in the future as you wish to become a future educator. The learning environment that time, or the classroom, at that time was so quiet like nobody else in the classroom. The only thing you can hear was the unintentional noise, leaf blowing, and other things. 15 minutes of being muted. After that minutes, and suddenly, our teacher started to speak. Then he asked these questions to us in his lower voice, which made me realize my whole life to work hard on my studies. The question was stated like this: do you have dreams in your life? He's talking about our plan, future professions, our future work, and our future family. One of my classmates' response was, "My dream in my life, sir, is to become a doctor and to have this I call my home." Meaning, my classmate wanted to become a doctor and then to have a happy family. Then, my teacher replied to him, "Then, starting today, do not rely on others for the things you can do to yourself." Yes, in life, there are 5 reasons why people or why students rely on others. First, we have the lazy to do it on our own. Second, no time to learn. Third, lack of self-esteem. Fourth, not priority. And 5, lack of appreciation for himself. So, now, let's tackle first the first reasons. Lazy to do it in our own. To the learners or students, we can't deny the fact that we reach the point of being lazy. Lazy to do things in our own, lazy to study our lessons, lazy to do our homework, and lazy to do the things or our activities. That's why we rely on our classmates, right? Number 2 reasons why we rely on others is no time to learn. We choose to spend our time on things which are not helpful, which are not important. So that is why we rely on others, because we spend our energy and time on the things are not valuable. For example, playing Mobile Legends instead to study. The 3 reason is lack of self-esteem, which is not confident to himself to do that things. And number 5, not priority, which means we never give value to do that things. That's why we rely on someone else. And the last one, lack of appreciation for himself. Sometimes in our life, we forget to appreciate our own selves. We forget to appreciate that we can do the things with our own because we are afraid to do mistakes in life. Who is the best person to rely on is only yourself. The only one who could help you in pursuing your dreams in life is only yourself. To put it into reality, the things you dream or your ambitions in life is only yourself who can help to pursue it. Those people around you will never stay beside you. One day they will leave you. One day they will leave you because they have also their path to take. Based on my experience in life, in my college life, now there are 3 benefits that we can get from not relying on others. First, we can develop our personal growth. And second, become independent person. And third, we can learn things without depending on others. In benefits number 1 is in developing our personal health and our personal growth is we can enhance our skills, we can develop it, then our perspective in life, and also we can be better person. Experience and relying on others based on my life, based on my high school experience, and until now where I am in college, relying on others is not a healthy lifestyle for us. We cannot just depend on somebody as they have their different way of life or living. It's better to live with our own selves and improve our self-efficiency to undertake the challenge in life. We must learn to love and trust ourselves. We can only depend on ourselves and take risks without including others. Again, do not rely on others. Instead, practice yourself to be independent in all things. This do not rely on others is not always applicable. As a student, there are times you need to rely on others. I mean, in expertise of your classmates, there are moments you have to rely on their help. Life in school is not always about excellent work as individual, but also on how can someone work in it environment, cooperative task performance, collaborative efforts. Once in a while, we can rethink instead of this phrase, no man is an island. Inclusivity and collaborative works, tasks that can only be performed in a group of students. Do not rely on others in terms of personal endeavor to excel in classes is right, but being excellent in performing in other tasks with different people is a must. Do not rely on others means being independent, but being independent is not about being alone. It is about being able or capable of handling things like problems, hardships positively. As a matter of fact, man was not made alone. He even gave man all living beings to love, cared for, and most of it, he gave man a wife. This can only mean do not rely on others. Is not and will never be applicable to just one perspective in our life. We also try to look into the other side improve our lives. Because not in all aspects in our lives that we are independent. We are capable to do the things, but there are parts that we are weak, or we are not more expertise on that thing, so that we ask the help from others, in order others will give us ideas on how to do it, in order others will help us to do it and to teach us on what to do on the things. I will go back to my main topic, which is the do not rely on others. This is not applicable at all times, because as you observe nowadays, we are need the help of others, especially in our studies, right? Because, for example, I don't have a laptop, so I need other person to provide it for me, to help me to borrow their laptop in order for me to use it. So that is the one example of not this phrase can be applicable at all times. So that is